following may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Woman killed in head-on collision in Ochi, St. Anne. Donnet Smith of a Steertown address in St. Anne died from injuries she sustained in a motor vehicle accident along the Northern Coastal Highway on Monday, October 5th, while the driver of the ill-fated taxi has been warned for prosecution. Reports by the Ochi police are that about 3:30 p.m., the 75-year-old taxi operator was driving his Toyota Corolla taxi motor car towards the direction of Ochi with Smith on board. On reaching a section of the roadway, he reportedly lost control of the vehicle and collided with a Toyota Axio motor car, which was heading in the opposite direction. Smith and the elderly driver sustained injuries and were rushed to hospital, where the driver was treated and Smith pronounced dead. Can someone tell me in the comment section why a 75-year-old man is operating a taxi? And on top of that, he's speeding. Is it legal to operate a taxi in Jamaica at 75 years old? Can the family sue the government for allowing this? Man dies after colliding with a tree in Portmore, St. Catherine. A 33-year-old motorist died from injuries he received in a motor vehicle collision in Portmore on Tuesday. He is Filippo Swaby of Bellwood Road, Westchester, Portmore in St. Catherine. Reports from the Caymanas police are that about 9 p.m. on Tuesday, Swaby was traveling along the Grange Road when he allegedly lost control of his Toyota Probox motorcar and crashed into a tree. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Netflix charged with lewd depiction of children in Cuties. A Texas grand jury has indicted Netflix, prosecutors said Tuesday, on a charge of promoting lewdness in the French film Cuties, which has been maligned by some as child exploitation and defended by others as a complex coming-of-age story about pre-adolescent girls. Netflix was served with a summons last week informing it that grand jurors in Tyler County had indicted the company for promotion of lewd visual material depicting a child, according to prosecutors. County prosecutors said the charge was based on the Texas law that makes it illegal to knowingly promote material that depicts the genitals or the pubic area of a child, clothed or partially clothed, and which appeals to the prurient interest in sex and has no serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value. The legislators of the state believe promoting certain lewd material of children has destructive consequences. Lucas Babin, the county's criminal district attorney, said in a statement, "If such material is distributed on a grand scale, isn't the need to prosecute more, not less?" Mr. Babin, who said he watched the film, said it was his job to make calls every day on how to keep our community safe. The indictment said that Reed Hastings and Ted Sarandos, the chief executives of Netflix, had recklessly tolerated the dissemination of the film. Netflix said in a statement that the company stands by the film. Cuties is a social commentary against the sexualization of young children, it said. This charge is without merit. It was not immediately clear what penalties Mr. Babin's office was seeking in its case against Netflix. Its statement described the charge as a state jail felony. 2 more COVID-19 deaths, 82 new cases. Mobay call center shut down. COVID vaccine in Africa. Jamaica on Wednesday recorded 2 more COVID-19 deaths, pushing the tally to 128. The deceased are a 59-year-old female from St. Elizabeth and an 82-year-old male from Westmoreland, which was previously under investigation. Meanwhile, one other fatality, a 56-year-old female from St. Catherine, was recorded as a coincidental death, pushing that figure to 10. In the meantime, there are 82 new cases with ages ranging from 3 to 96 years, pushing the total to 7,273, with 4,315 being active. Of the new cases, 32 are males, and 50 are females. In the meantime, there are 32 more recoveries, increasing the total to 2,732. Some 154 persons are in hospital, with 28 being moderately ill and 12 critically ill. Mobay call center shut down over COVID breaches. The St. James Health Department on Wednesday ordered the teleperformance call center in Montego Bay, Freeport, closed after the outsourcing entity was accused of operating in contravention of coronavirus laws, with 18 cases of COVID-19 reportedly linked to the organization. The alleged breaches were confirmed by Lennox Wallace, head of the health department, who said the order would remain in place until the authorities were satisfied that the call center was fully compliant. We cannot allow the situation that happened at another call center earlier this year to happen here in Montego Bay. So as I stated before, the order will remain in place until we are satisfied that this call center can operate safely, said Wallace, referring to the Alarica call center in Portmore, St. Catherine, which was a super spreader of the virus, tallying more than 200 infections. Wallace's declaration, however, appeared to conflict with the statement issued by Teleperformance at 12:48 p.m. on Wednesday, saying it had got the all clear from the health department and was operating as normal, albeit certain instructions were given in relation to an employee who tested positive for COVID-19. The statement made reference to correspondence by Dr. Marcia Johnson Campbell of the St. James Public Health Services and was addressed to Jake Becker, a member of the management team at the Teleperformance call center. It read, "Thanks very much for providing the additional information. Inspection conducted by the public health team was deemed to be satisfactory. Permission is hereby being given for operations to resume in all zones, with the understanding that the persons on the contact tracing list maintain quarantine and do not come to work. Strict entry screening is continued as discussed. Any employee who is symptomatic is referred to the St. James Public Health Service for assessment. All COVID-19 prevention measures continue to be observed. Thanks for the full and prompt cooperation that has been received. We continue to work together to maintain a healthy environment." This is a COVID vaccine that was allegedly distributed by the Bill Gates Foundation and is currently being used in some countries in Africa. Now, as you can clearly see on the label, it says not for distribution in the US, Canada, or the EU. Therefore, I'm wondering, why then is it okay for Africa if not okay for anyone else? Also, is this the same vaccine that our government has accepted for Jamaicans? Please let me know what you think in the comment section.